Hello and welcome. My name is Well Done, and I'm sure you're trying to figure out the secret to this new update with Highland Fishing. And let me tell you, I'm excited to talk about it. So this is my farm, well, starter farm, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna sell it here shortly. But it's really nice how they included some new items, some new equipment, and I just really have enjoyed this new map. I mean, come on, really have enjoyed it. But we're gonna get rid of all of this. This is gonna be the first chapter where we just talk about first your setup. How do you get started? And this is how I did it. So first things first, like I mentioned, I was gonna sell all, well, not all, but most of my equipment, and then also sell that farmland and buy some land closer to the water. So whether if you're playing on any map, if you're going to farm anything, just it'll be smart with your resources to be close to it. So we're going to get some land over here near the water. That's what I'm doing now. We're going to purchase this, and this is actually cheaper than the farmland that I sold. So next, let's get ready for setting up our new farm for fishing, right? So the fisheries. This is how I did it. So I did keep a tractor. We're going to head into town and, of course, bring this over to the new farm. I sold this car. It was really cool that they had this in there for you to drive around. But anyway, we're at the new farm right here next to the water. I mean, perfect setup. I'm excited. And I also think that's going to make it to where my profit can grow faster. So now I need to figure out what's all in this town. Who should I meet? How do I finish, setting up my fish farm? And it's pretty cool because they included this new character that I had a chat with, and he was able to give me a lot of information. So that was really helpful. I made sure to be kind to him, and he really was helpful to, let, me being new to the town and not knowing really how to set up a fish farm. So anyway, once I was done chatting with him, got back to my farm. I love the A-frame cabin. I had it on another map. I actually had it set up as Airbnb. And anyway, got the farm set up, got the aquaculture set up, got 2 fish lakes, and then I got my breeding facility. So what do I do next? And this is where I was getting excited, but I also needed to get things going because I was buying equipment. I was buying real estate and I was buying facilities. I did get a dog, just kind of making things a little more farm comfortable. Got some lighting because I knew I was going to work at night. And I needed to figure out what's next. And that's what we're going to talk about. Activation. Activating your fish farm. How do you get fish? That's what we're here to really figure out, right? So I got down to figuring out I needed the boat. Got the cargo vessel. I did hear somebody else on YouTube say there's a way around that, but I just wanted to do this way to learn the first way, the first original way. And so bought the cargo vessel. And I knew that there was a crane on it, which I was excited to use because I needed to get fish food to my aquaculture and then also to my breeding facility and then also to my fish lake. So as you can see, I don't have any fish, but this is pretty cool to see. It's really cool to see. So now the most important chapter, installing the fish food. So like I mentioned before, I had kept some equipment, so I'm gonna need more pallets than this, of course. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get the flatbed. I'm gonna get this extremely large forklift and get these pallets loaded up. And then we're gonna distribute them to the different facilities where we're gonna have the fish at. So, of course, we're doing salmon and trout. If you were wondering, of course, I really love that because those are just great fish. And then I actually plan on incorporating this on my real mini farm. So just in case if you do subscribe, you'll get a chance to see me doing the virtual game of farming and then actually some real life farming, IRL. So I'm excited about that. But now let's get this forklift that they actually have for you in this city. And we're going to get this fish food down here to our cargo vessel. So there's a crane on the cargo vessel that helps you load them on there. I'm excited to just practice some of the bigger, I guess, fisheries, that you can get involved with. But this gives me a, an idea of what it takes to discipline yourself, to feed your fish, to breed your fish, and then sell your fish. Make a profit, make some money. So we got our fish food on here. We got to make sure we, strap them down. We don't want them falling off the ship into the water. And this is one thing about the game that you have to enjoy. You have to be patient and take your time. If you're driving this cargo vessel, it is not a fast ship. So I'm going to turn on some tunes and let you all enjoy the process. I'll be back shortly. All right, well, now we are here at the Aquaculture, and we are going to deliver the fish food to this facility. And this is before I realized the correct order would actually be delivering the fish food to your breeding facility, but I didn't know that at this time. And then you're also needing to know all these steps anyway. So that's the next chapter we're going to talk about, because as you see, I don't have any fish here at the aquaculture, even after adding fish food. So here we are. Now I have the forklift. We're going to take the fish food to the breeding facility, and then we're going to hit activate. Make sure you hear me again when I say that. It's just like when you have greenhouses in Farm Simulator. You have to make sure you activate what you're actually trying to produce. And then you also have to decide if you want to store it, if you want to sell it. And then if you're adding fish food to all of your incoming facilities, of course, it can't distribute your fish food. But when you start getting fish from the breeding facility, and then also from your fish lake, and then also from your aquaculture, you want them communicating with each other. So make sure you establish that if you're not seeing those numbers move, okay? So late night for me, I went ahead and picked up more fish food from the store. We're going to take these to the breeding facility to get that number as high as we can. That way, the next time I come back to the farm, we have a lot of young trout, we have a lot of young salmon, and then eventually we have full adults and we can sell them. So make sure you subscribe so you can come back and see a later video of how the farm is doing with the fish. I'm also excited to see, what other things are happening in this city. I mean, of course, we have the water source here, but there's still a lot of land that we can farm and do other things and other ingredients. I did learn it's a lot cheaper to buy your fish food instead of trying to manufacture it yourself. So just in case you were thinking that, don't look at my job. I was just pushing I was just wanting to get all the fish food into that zone. But again, make sure you heard the keynote here. Do not try to manufacture it. You can if you want to, but if you look at the numbers, it's much cheaper to actually just buy it. And it takes, a little less time as well, even though delivering it is a little more labor intense. And I'm sure there's a mod now where you can actually pick up these pallets instead of doing what I'm doing. But I enjoy doing the labor sometimes. It makes you enjoy the game, especially if you have the inspiration to start a farm in real life. This is what it takes. There's no there's no skipping, there's no simulation. Although this helps, you got to do the real thing in order to understand that. But we made sure to get some fish food to all of our different facilities that are producing. Now you see the numbers are starting to change. We actually have fish. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have fun. See you next time. Have a well done day.